Hi, my name's Ian Wright, and I just wanted to share with you a kind of meditation, which I would call meditation for peace, which I just did, and I just thought it might be valuable for somebody out there. Why do we meditate? There are millions of reasons, and I've done loads of podcasts on it, and I'm going to do loads more because it's a subject that is kind of important to me, and I find doing some form of practice is an invaluable part of my life, and without it, I wouldn't be as effective. I mean, there are so many health reasons, emotional support reasons, but one of the key reasons, I suppose, for me is to reconnect with myself so that when I act in life, I can come back to a place which feels like me, because life, we're so stimulated at every opportunity from every dimension that we seem to end up just reacting to life. And so for me, it's in order to act as opposed to react to life, I have to return to myself. And so I find my work helps me as well, but meditation and exercise and things like that are so key, are such a fundamental basic that I think everybody of all ages should be doing something along these lines, and that's why I keep on at it. So there are so many different ways through all the different cultures that have become forever of mankind for many thousands of years. Different forms have evolved of meditation, and I'm always researching and looking at different ways because it's a personal interest of mine. There's a lot of ways of meditation which is to do with using your attention and taking your attention to different places and different feelings and different qualities. And I particularly like the idea of being very precise with that and allowing our senses and our sensorium to expand and to open and to meet different feelings and different senses. And we'll do a little bit of that here with this meditation. So I'm just going to talk you through just what I was doing, so that to see if you can kind of get a sense of it. So sitting quietly, tuning in to the softness of breath. So meeting something that feels soft and delicate in your breathing, allowing your body to relax, to feel comfortable, to rest in your body if it feels comfortable enough to do so. And connecting to a sense of quiet that's naturally in you behind the noise, no matter if you're stressed or upset or whatever. But behind that, there is always something that's quieter, that's always there. And the more we can connect with that quietness, that stillness that's always present in us, the better, and the easier it is to connect with ourselves. So for this meditation, I was using my breath and my attention awareness. So on the in-breath, I would first of all feel myself in my body, sitting, feel my body as a whole, feel my feet, feel my arms, feel my neck, and as we feel them, allow them to relax. So in the in-breath, and then the out-breath, relax. And then allow my awareness on the next in-breath to expand, to open to the room. And just feel the room. We can all do this. This is just our expanding our senses. It's like changing our gaze from looking into the near distance to the far distance. It's just a change of subtle awareness. So the awareness is in the room. You feel the room. That's it. And the next in-breath, I just get a sense of the land around me. And using your sensory feeling awareness, allow you to feel everything around you right to the horizon. Just expand your sensory awareness to the horizon. And then, on the next in-breath, see if you can allow your awareness to expand to the whole of the earth. The earth as a whole. And we can feel that. It's a whole. It's a wholeness. Now, from that place, when I was meditating, I had a sense of the upset. You just got I got a feeling sense of the upset that was happening because of the atrocity in New Zealand. And feeling that, but sending my love to there and support to it. And I was struck by the following feeling. Let's just say we are one. Yeah, just for the sake of argument, that we are all connected and we are all one. And from that sense, it seems impossible it's impossible to understand why someone would commit atrocity like that. It's impossible to understand. But if we're one, when we commit any judgment or negative thought on anyone else, any fear of other or of difference, we are committing an act of self-hatred. We're not loving ourselves because we're one. And so, if you expand that thinking to say, well, how can I help, an impossible situation that seems like we're powerless to do? If you keep on that feeling, that saying that we are one, what can we do? Well, actually, we can do two things. We can rein in any judgment, number one, of anybody else, anything other than ourselves, that we all do quietly all the time, to greater or lesser degree. We're always judging something. So if we can pull in our own judgment of other, and then, more importantly, rein in our judgment of ourselves, because any judgment of other is, if we are one, judgment of self. So what we're doing is embracing those murky parts of ourself, those parts of ourselves that are different, that we don't like. If we embrace them, bring them in, keep them warm, and allow them and accept them and turn them into light, actually, by accepting ourselves. And the more we can accept ourselves, if we are one, the more the one can accept itself. And that must be healing. And if everybody did that, this can't happen. Those things can't happen, can they? So all we can do is keep expanding our embrace of those parts of ourselves that we find difficult. And through that, embracing those parts of difference in other people. And from that sensory awareness of the oneness, the whole of the planet, and that sense of acceptance, and we can find this sense of this qualitative felt sense of peace and stillness and wholeness. And oneness. And for me, it's about developing a sensory awareness of these things so we can have a felt sense. We can feel it in our bodies. We can feel stillness. We can feel oneness. And we can embrace those parts of ourselves that are difficult. But reconnect to ourselves. And from that place, we can act. Hopefully through love. Because actually that's the only way to overcome fear, isn't it? I think. I hope this helps. I wish you well.